true crime. I greatly appreciate you. I truly do. And today we're going to Australia. We're going to be pulling cards for little Gus Lamont, the 4-year-old who went missing 4 or 5 months ago. And it's been just crickets. We haven't heard anything. And if you remember back or need a refresher, I just covered it on a video right before this, and it gives you an idea. The big news is they have a suspect. The most creepy news is that the suspect is somebody that lived in the home at the time Gus went missing. We only have a few people that we know about, but could there be farmhands? I don't know. Now, there's a grandma ma who's switched from being a grandpa all them years to being a grandma. It gets crazy. So the best thing I can do is say, to get caught up, watch that first video I did. And with that, let's get over and pull some cards. Now, you guys, wait a minute. Forgot to tell you one thing. If you have a lot of questions, it's hard for me to do a reading and interact with my live, beautiful audience. And I do appreciate my replay crew as well. But so I do my reading, I focus in, and that's what I'm all about. I have several cameras that I'm working with, so forgive me if I'm looking at the wrong camera. I'm not a professional camera person. I am a good tarot reader. All right, so with that being said, you ask better questions than I do even. I can interpret the cards great, but you guys, my PIs, are the best in the world asking questions. So after this live, please join me again, rejoin me if you will, on the next live, where I'm going to hand it all over to you following this one immediately. And it'll go out for everybody to watch and everybody to comment in the replay. However, we're going to hand the live chat over to the private eyes so that they can ask the questions. So if you don't get your question asked at this point, you might consider joining up, ask your question, and I'll do my best to answer everybody's questions. Whoa! That is wild. I already have a card face up. How? All right, so this is weird. Okay, what's with this deck? Look here. This deck is, this much of the cards are upright. This many of the cards is down. First card up is wooded area. And I was cutting the deck, and what's even weirder is when I cut the deck, which is just random, this was the first card that was turned wrong, that I cut it at the wooded area. Ah, good vibes only. Thank you so incredibly much for the $5 snipper chat. Thank you, lovely. Let me move chat over here so that I can see it. Wooded area. All right, let's get into this and understand this better. We're going to keep that. Look, we have the couple. And don't they look like the grandmama? The grandmapa and the grandmama? This reading started off on fire. Like, this info is ready to come out. So let's go with wooded area. We'll push it up here. So let's bring it down here. I never know what I want to do. All right, so we have couple. Let's just walk the deck. Let's just walk the deck here. We have couple, and we have money problems. We have debt. That, just to me, it favors that idea of the grandpa. So it'd be Josie and Shannon, the grandma and grandpa mama. That's wild. We have debt. That's what I told you just a few minutes ago in the other video. I felt like dirt and sandy dirt was being put over me. That they buried the child. Look at that, death. This is being walked. The story's being shown. Home, right? I mean, this is, I don't even have to read the cards, y'all. The cards are just walking us through. We have death at the home. We have egotism. And then boat. Party, abuse and neglect, perversion. That's what I feel in this case, y'all. Water, interesting. Male. Well, we have the grandma. Is there another male working there? Is there a farmhand working there? Marriage and wedding. Cover up. Strangulation. Devil. Spouse and partner. Crime of passion. Did somebody get mad and choke? Fire. Organized crime. I do feel this organized crime, not in the sense of like the mafia, but in like a wicked, twisted way. We have fraud, and then that's it. Wow. Let's go ahead and dig into the tarot, see what this is all going to reveal. Now, I did just order for the store this deck again, so that if you are into this deck, it'll be available next week in our shop. If you're interested in anything in the shop, just check out over here at 1111decks.com. And we just had our deck party last night, and you guys, we broke record orders. Like record-breaking record orders. That's how many came through. So thank you. Thank you, my lovelies. Egotism, home, and death. I don't like that. Show me little Gus Lamont burden. Burden. They saw Gus as a burden. The people, the suspect, saw Gus as a burden. Show me what else about the suspect. Thank you. Close the cycle with the world and travel. You definitely have travel there with the world. Major arcana. What else about the suspect regarding Gus Lamont? Little precious 4-year-old Gus Lamont. Might be all for this deck. No, there's more coming. I could feel it. So there's communication. We have this 10 of Wands. It's all about this burden. I have a burden. I am feeling as though something happened to Gus that caused a burden. Not necessarily that they only saw him as a burden, but that something occurred. So we're going to have to go backward a little bit to find out what this is that occurred. We have this World card. Last major arcana in the deck. This is all about closing down a cycle, that there is no more to go. You go 1 through, well, you go 0 through 21 in the tarot. Those are the major arcanas. Those are the ones where the universe is saying major event, major critical event, right? This is the World. It's closing it all down because it's the last card, but it's also travel. So we have travel with this burden. So they have traveled with this child. Now we've got to find out, where did they travel with the child? And I don't feel he was alive at the time, y'all. We have communication. 8 of Wands is fast, and a lot of fast communication. So what it appears to me is they were not watching their responsibility, and something has occurred, and they closed down a cycle. All right, now they need help. That's what I'm picking up because of the Star card. The Star card is getting attention, getting light onto the situation, communication for attention. So this is saying, I have a problem, right? The burden, I have a problem. I can't carry another stick or I'll drop them all. I'm at my maximum load, and I have travel. And then I have this communication with the 8 of Wands. All about this Aquarius energy with the star. We have Earth energy, which is right next to this burial card, right? And I do feel that is exactly it. There's help, wanting help to heal the situation in a way. We're just getting the gist of it, but we're about to dig deep, you guys. Now, when you get to the other one, the other live, you'll be able to ask your questions. So maybe write them down somewhere. 2 of Swords is a decision getting made. So whoever the suspect has contacted for help and they contacted someone. They've communicated to get attention on a situation. So they've contacted someone to get help. We have a decision by law, King of Swords, and we have a solo individual. The law is focused on one person. The law has made, that's as clear as you can get. Look at this. The law, you could even see this also. There's an arrest coming, y'all. There's an arrest coming. We have burdens. Think of this as the law, all of it as the law. We have burdens, which would be to find Gus. We have closing the world down and travel. They have come to a completed cycle in this trying to find Gus. Now we've been communicated about the attention, right? Communication, that they're very focused on putting the light onto the situation, because tarot's many layers. Then we have this decision that law has made to name a suspect. This is law, King of Swords. And we also have this independent focus going on to one individual. So law is looking at one suspect at this point that is responsible for the actual disappearance. Am I correct? Knight of Swords, swift action. It's interesting how the Knight of Swords, which is swift action taken, it's also abrupt. It's can be explosive energy, like yeah, with your horse kind of energy, like charging forward, sword out and ready. Think about it. The Queen and the King of Swords, they're not going to go out on the battle and fight. They're going to send their knight out there to do it. And in this is somebody charging towards the burial. They may know or be getting close to knowing what happened to Gus. Interesting. Let me understand the star card with the communication. Let me understand the star card with the Eight of Wands. The attention and communication. Okay. It came like weird, and then when I grabbed it, I caught it with my knees. When I grabbed it, it was kind of in the reverse. So I'm kind of like, It's almost like it's a secret plan. Because the Two of Wands in the tarot is a plan of that you plan on taking. And look, he's holding the world. But with it coming in the reverse, it's like a secret plan. And you can see that in two ways, because the tarot has that. You have that secret plan by the people that did the cover-up. You have a secret plan by the police force that's holding it tight to their vest. Let's dig a little bit into the Truth Oracle. I just want to see what comes. You know what? After that, we're going to grab our random word deck. I just want to see what comes out. Truth Oracle. Whoa. Truth Oracle, thank you. We have divine intervention, which I do feel God is guiding this. Serendipity, catalyst, and karma. It's all going to come back on them. It's like, I talked about that explosion of the swift Knight of Swords. It's like an explosion of information, an explosion of action all of a sudden. And that's what I'm seeing in this little bubble here. And it's divine intervention. It's sparking the light as to where this child is, or a charge or something. We also have law. I told you, it's about to be an arrest. Lawyer, judge, and police, right? Law is coming. The law's on it. Miss you. Miss, wait, eager. I kind of Maybe the universe is wanting little Gus found, right? I believe so. Maybe the family, the mother and father are missing the child. We have Chew, deep thinking, remember, solve puzzles, and code word. You know, when you chew on something, you think about it. There's something more here. Let's find out what the secret clue is. Let's get into our true crime oracle cards real quick. I want to understand chew. Why chew on this? Why are we thinking on this so much? What is this that we're missing? There it is. What are we missing in this that we need to see? What are we missing in this reading about the Gus Lamont missing child? Okay. The unveiling veil. This looks like Jessica the mother. And it says, remove any illusions or misconceptions. Can't read right now. Face the reality of the situation with honesty. Allow yourself to see things clearly without being influenced by bias or emotion. There's something here. That girl looks so much like the mother, even the way she's dressed. It's shocking. All right, you guys, we're getting into the true crime deck. I'm going to get out our famous 1111 True Crime deck. It is our own deck. And if you would like the deck, it comes with a little matching pouch there. And we've sold quite a few of these just this week alone. But we've actually sold hundreds of this deck. And again, you can get it right. Let's see if I can do it right there. At 1111 True Crime. Or 1111decks.com. Sorry. Yes, it's the True Crime deck. Alright, let me understand. So we have law coming, you guys. There is going to be an arrest. There's no doubt in my mind. And it's coming swift. It will be swift when it happens. It will be explosive and it will blow up. Betrayal, tricked, duped, and backstabbed. This is somebody that has known the child and the family for a while. Let's see what the bottom of the deck is. I'm always bare hands. I'm thinking this child was choked. Somebody lost their temper. Look at this. Car trouble, stalled, stranded, and delayed. They may have even hit this kid with a car. I don't know. But they did tow in a car. They took it into inventory. They also took electronical devices. This read is like right on the money. And then we have jealousy. And there's that ego, right? Ego. I'm coming up top side for a minute. I want to talk about this ego. Here's the problem with the ego card. Everybody needs ego. We all have to have a little bit. It's all about, you know, putting yourself first a little bit. But why be a grandpa all those years? You're a male. And you wait till you're elderly. And I know it's been, 10 years since the change, but they were still elderly when they decided in their old age that they needed to be a female. Why? Ego. Because, I'm just saying what you're all thinking. There's something weird about being old and all of a sudden transgendering. There's something different about that. We have the word jealousy on the bottom of the deck. That's interesting. But that ego, I believe that is talking about the need to transgender. But let's continue. The ego is all about the I, right? The me. Let me understand this unveiling veil with the mother Jessica. What do we need to see about the mother Jessica? And she is not a suspect, y'all. She may have been the one duped and tricked by her own parents. Show me Jessica the mother. Thank you. Tool, defense, control. Somebody may have had her under control. Not really with a weapon, but more of a tool of manipulation. Bottom of the deck, horse, off-road travel, farm, and power. This could be a motorcycle too. because it's off-road. Don't think of it as only a horse. And there is a money here. Money in the child. That's scary. And then we have guilt, shame, blame, fear with toxic negative people. Poison, evil. Interesting. I don't know. This is just so heartbreaking. All right, we're going to get into one. I want to see, we're going to use the people deck. And in this, it'll give us a clue. Now, if it came out and said butcher, and we don't have a butcher there, think of what a butcher does, right? They dissect something. They cut something up. So that's why I'm saying, don't take it at face value. But we're going to look at the suspect through the cards here and see what comes up. Let me see what the suspect is. What card is best suited for the suspect? The waiter, attendant, a hospitality, steward, cleaner. Cleaner comes to mind. See the word cleaner? So the suspect might be the hostess of the house. The female could be the grandmother, the one that cooks for everybody, that hosts, delivers the food. Truth train coming through. Now, this is what I want to... Well, actually, let's pull that back out. No. We're going to leave it. I want to see the location of the child. This is places. Wow. It's in the basement, y'all. Industrial production, manufacturing process, assembly line, a factory. I don't know of a factory in this case. Interwoven, right? Like an interwoven mess. That's like a picture of the case. Like they've tried to pull it and push it, and could be near a factory that we don't know about. Where is a landmark near Gus? And there may not be one. It may be just desert. Flowing waters, riverbank, and views. He's near water, and there's very little water. And they've drained everything, I think. So I don't know. He could be buried, though. I feel he's buried in the ground. I really feel that strongly. I can see it in my mind's eye of the dirt being thrown over me. I'm laying in about a 5-foot, 6-foot hole, and they're throwing, maybe not even that deep, maybe 4 foot. Roof, overhead shelter, protective canopy, roof view. Maybe we need to get a bird's eye view in some way. How are they going to find this child if he's buried out there in the desert? But it does say near water, so could be, could be. Let me go ahead, grab a couple more cards, and then I'm going to hand it over to you guys, my beautiful PIs, so we'll have the chat, and the rest of us will be able to work with the PIs. Let me understand what took place. What triggered this event? This independent energy. The Nine of Pentacles twice in the same reading. Sorry. Oh, the cards just fell out. Justice and exchange. Giving to a situation. Justice is going to come. Mostly what this reading is doing right now, which I'm not getting the answer of what happened to Gus. I'm getting forward information. I'm getting that justice is coming. That somebody is going to be in cuffs very soon. And it's going to be one individual that's going to get cuffed. That justice is being served. That it's a matter of time. I don't know if they're going to do it without a body or if they are going to find the child. I'm not seeing either. But every card I'm getting is suggesting that it's one individual, that they were jealous, that they may have lost their temper. They've used bare hands, according to this, and we have a loss of life. What makes me think, also we have the word strangulation. This person may have lost their temper with Gus and then hid it. But I've got the Emperor. That's, you know, major crimes. I've got, you know, justice. The judge is coming. The judgment is coming. Now the thing is, where is this baby? Where is this baby? So you guys, I'm going to hand it over to you guys. I will take the time. It'll be about 5 minutes in between videos just to clean up my cards and get a fresh start. And then if you would like to continue on with me, we're going to hand over the questions to our beautiful PIs. Whether you're a rookie, a major, a captain, your rank is all good with us. You join us and put your question down. Make sure you put the word question ahead of your question so that I see it. And yeah, let's see what comes out with that. In the meantime, say a little prayer for Gus, a big prayer for Gus, that the truth comes out, that he's found and reunited with his parents, whatever that means, right? Whatever means that is, let's get him back home so that it can be handled properly. All right, my lovelies, with that, I will see you again in the next live. And if you're a replay at home, continue on with us as well. Love you guys. Thank you for all the likes, the subs, and the hyping it up. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate the support on this channel so incredibly much. Love you to the moon and back. See you again soon.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemies will think they won, but I am here to stay. Destiny will overcome, no, I am not afraid. Like a thief